Oh, well, that transition didn't work. I don't know what the hell that was about. Good to see you guys. Welcome back to the Daily Grind. I'm your host, Chump Change. This is live and recorded, and we're going to go over some crypto news today. So I guess, yeah, I've been in Washington, D.C. I've missed quite a bit. I'm just kind of skimming through things this morning, and obviously I don't have too much time. I actually had to set up my camera and everything again, so might have a bit of a hiccup. I'm not sure, to be honest, but let's see who's in the chat, and then we'll get into this. Actually, I don't know if you guys saw, there's a few coins have been pumping lately, so I'm excited to go over that stuff. Let's see. Andrew Messiah, good to see you. Leo Lustig, my man Crypto KJ, giving me shit for copy and pasting metaphorical in my title today. Yes, it was a copy paste, someone else's title, obviously. God, you're the worst friend ever, you know that? Backwards Miner, good to see you. Chris Hanley, the hobbyist, says he met me for the first time. He said I could say he's not that short. Him and I are the same height, give or take. The myth busted. Hobbyist, I'm not sure if you know this, but we're both short as fuck. just giving you that. Just saying, we're both short. That's how that goes. That doesn't mean I'm not short, it just means you're short too. That's how that goes. All right, All Track, good to see you, buddy. Good morning, Nerd Beast. Let's see, Steven Cicero, Patrick Murphy, I might already said that. DJ, what's up, dude? Good to see you, man. Who else is here? Patrick, can't confirm. Chump is hella tall. Bro, all right, Patrick Murphy's like 7'2". No joke. When I met him, he is legit 7'2". Not even kidding. Rob Mines, what's up, dude? Good to see you. Financial Failure. And yeah, I don't know if I missed anybody. I apologize if I did, but man, it is hard getting back into the swing of things. I am so tired. That 7-hour drive kills my back. I'm not even kidding. That was a long ride. All right, let's check out what we got going on today. So Caspa hit a new all-time high yesterday. We have XRPs actually up pretty good on the day. We're going to talk about well, we're going to watch a video from CNBC with the FTX trial, and the former SEC official John Stark. He's going to talk about it a little bit, and then we're going to talk about the what's it called? God, what's his name? Mark Yusko or whatever. He actually did a big interview with or on Altcoin Daily's channel, just kind of I guess it was like a speech. It wasn't really an interview, right? But kind of talking about just the greatness of wealth, the greatest wealth transfer in history, rather. God, I can't talk this morning. I am exhausted. All right, let's get into Bitcoin. Let's see where we're at. So we got Bitcoin 35,147. We have Ethereum 1900. Pretty good actually. We have let's see, where is Caspa? Caspa's right here at 6 cents. Let me blow this up. Man, I don't know how to like go over here. Whatever. Anyway, 6 cents, 6.5 cents just about. Caspa, we have XLM 13 cents. We have like I said, XRP's at 71 cents. I wonder why that's actually pumping that hard. OKB is up $52. Let's check the crypto bubbles over here on the week. Pancake swap, right? Is that what this is? Yeah, pancake swap 86.3%. Damn, on the week, that's pretty good. It's almost a 2x. Nice, man. We have Rose, I don't know what this is, 32.4%. This is the top 100 coins, by the way. WeMix 76.2%. Teo up 46.3. We have Solana up 15.1. Solana's still holding at $40. Wow, that's kind of interesting actually. Caspa is up 22%. Again, it says 6.3 over here, right? So let's check out the day. Caspa on the day is actually only 2.1%, but as we know, it almost hit 7 cents yesterday. That was pretty impressive. XRP 10.3. Yeah, I mean, everything else is pretty good. Everything looks pretty good. There's nothing like jumping out at me. I mean, Trust Wallet token, I don't know if anybody owns that, $1.57. Yeah, that's it. All right, let's go to Fear and Greed Index. I don't want to blind anybody. We're at 74. So again, we're pushing that limit. It's climbing. It's climbing. The higher it gets, the scarier it is. Time to sell. You know what I mean? Oh, and I blind you anyways. Let's check out the top 10 coins by coin market cap over on CoinGecko. We have Bitcoin, Ethereum, Tether, BNB, XRP, USDC, Solana, Lido Staked, Ether, Cardano, and Dogecoin. Let's see. Litecoin in 17th, Shiba in 18th, and Bitcoin Cash in 19th. All right, let's check out the mine the ASIC rather over here. Want to check out the most profitable miner of the day, to time capsule this. We have the Wind Miner K9. Guys, at me in the chat if you need me. I am just going through all of this. Yeah, and I'm probably gonna miss something. Zapirate, good to see you, buddy. He said, wish you a great week. Appreciate you, buddy. Thanks for being a member for 15 months. You're awesome. Perfect. All right, so again, the K9, $172 per day. We have the KS3 from Bitmain, which is the 9.4 terahash, $156.14. We have the KS2, is looking like it's making $32 a day. That was only $20 a day, actually 25 or something last week. So the price pump did affect these prices, which is good. The KS1 1606. Let's scroll down a bit. The Jazz Miner X16Q looks like ETHW and ZIL is taking the lead over Octaspace. 512. Let's see the X. No, I don't have the X4. I have the X4Q. That's at 163 a day on Octaspace. We have the Jazz Miner X41U. Again, jinglemining.com if you guys are interested. 68 cents a day on that one. I mean, these are honestly they're efficient, nice heaters for the winter, but I don't know. It's hard to only be able to mine, you know, ETC and ETH hash coins. Let's what I wanted to look at? The KS0. Where is that? Did I miss it? What the hell is it? KS0 right here. This is the one I got. All right, so $1.59 a day. Nothing's really changed too much. I guess it's pretty much right where it was actually. Price didn't really affect it too much. The KS Pro is actually $3.26 a day. I'm gonna have to tell them they have this doubled. I don't think they understand they have this the same exact unit. But all right. Anyways, let's get into this, guys. I want to watch a few things. So, as you guys might know, Sam Bankman-Fried, or Sam Bankman-Fraud, whatever they want to call him, has actually been convicted on all 7 charges. He's not been sentenced yet. I guess that's coming in the near future. Who knows how long it'll take them to actually sentence him, but I'm assuming he's going to be in jail for the rest of his life. Over here we have, again, like I said, the former SEC official John Stark talks on CNBC about it, and he kind of gets derailed a little bit about crypto. So I watched like some of this. I didn't get to pay attention to all of it, but I think it's kind of important to listen to. So let's get into this. You guys have any questions, just at me in the chat. Let's do it.
Joining us now with more is John Stark, former SEC Internet Enforcement Chief. He's also the president of John Reed Stark Consulting. You get a lot of his closest associates basically to flip, and this is what happens, isn't it, John? I mean, all you needed was his ex-girlfriend's testimony, and probably not a surprise that it didn't take long.
No, not a
Real quick, Mr. Crypto Frank, thank you so much for the $9.99 super chat. I just realized my little things aren't on. I apologize, but he said, I got all the merch I ordered. Jackets are great. My guests love them. Perfect timing for winter. BTC to 40K by the end of the week. Man, that would be amazing, actually. I hope it hits it by the end of the week. That'd be great. Crypto Frank, thank you so much again. And Mr. Network Bits, $4.99 super chat, he says, I think I know what that was supposed to say. I think he's talking about the CNBC chick, but we're not going to see her today. I'm sorry. That was last week. God damn it.
surprise at all. Prosecution did a brilliant job. The evidence came from two sources, you know, these incredible cadre of turncoats of senior executives. I've never seen anything like it, with that many senior executives willing to work with the prosecutors for a year to help them with everything they need. And then the documents, the data from FTX itself, the FBI and the DOJ had access to whatever they wanted. The people, the data, somebody to come over and explain it to them, the forensics. So this was a quantity of evidence that was amazing. And then finally, you had a defendant who just would not shut up. Everything he said, and the prosecution was brilliant at impeaching him because he was so often saying things that were just completely untrue. He's an absolute sociopath, an absolute egomaniacal lunatic. And he just said whatever came to his mind, whatever he could do to facilitate his scheme. It's metaphorical, Joe, in the sense for all of crypto. I mean, this is just the tip of the iceberg. People should not think that it's safe to go back in the water. It's not safe. It's a mammoth house of cards. And if you look at crypto, Web3, blockchain, it's all a bunch of nonsense. And Bankman-Fried used all of that to promises that it was some sort of financial panacea, some sort of way to cure the unbanked, some sort of way to make libertarians feel at ease because the government wasn't involved in their financial transactions.
So this, I mean, yeah, Sam Bankman-Fried is he is kind of a sociopath, and the fact that he thinks that like he can just kind of convince everybody that he did nothing wrong, and like, you know, he's smarter than everybody in the room. So it's kind of I don't know, it's crazy. But the way this guy twists, I think it's right around here. He starts twisting and like derailing about crypto and kind of goes on like a shit tear or a shit storm of a tear for you know, how much crypto is like a Ponzi scheme or something. It's kind of wild. Listen to this. It's like, it's kind of important to know like where these officials actually, you know, their state of mind is in, you know.
At this point, you're not just talking about some of the exchanges or the the companies around crypto. You, for example, okay, crypto covers a wide range. You think Bitcoin is one big scam? You don't think it helps the unbanked at all, John?
No, it doesn't at all. There's not a single study that says that. In fact, there are studies that say the opposite. Tananson Carmona at the Brookings Institution wrote a fabulous article where she explained that crypto hurts people of color, hurts the unbanked. Michelle Singletary is a legendary journalist for the Washington Post.
Hurts people of color? What is that? What does race have to do with this? I don't understand that. That is the worst thing I've ever heard.
A financial journalist for 30 years. She wrote an epic piece in the Washington Post explaining how it is not good for the unbanked. There's not a single study that says that. And
that's messed up. That's really messed up. That bothers me that he said that, actually. That really bothers me. That's not, I don't know, man. That, like, why is it brought into everything? I'm not going to get into that, but, like, Jesus. It's just, Bitcoin treats everybody fair, unlike the banks. That's all I have to say, honestly. That's all I have to say. Doesn't matter who you are.
Again, it's just part of any Ponzi scheme. You look at Web3, it's just marketing blather. You look at crypto, it's mathematical computational blather. It represents nothing. There's no cash flow. There's no earnings. There's no balance sheet. There's nothing to it. And if you look at blockchain, which is the foundation of it all, right? This glorified append-only limited writer spreadsheet, you wonder what anyone is talking about. There's a letter, you can find it on concern.tech, from 1,500 technologists saying how absurd it all is. And so some people will say, well, this is bad FTX, but blockchain is still great. Well, that's not true. I listen to every earnings call, Apple, Google, Microsoft, Amazon, Oracle, the greatest database company in the world. What are they talking about with respect to blockchain? Nothing. Crypto is not innovation, Joe. The iPhone, that's innovation. The internet.
Oh, hold on. Hold the damn phone. Hold the damn phone, because that's some bullshit. Hold on. Not innovation, my ass, dude. We were just in the Smithsonian this weekend. This past, it was Saturday. I was in the Smithsonian on Saturday, and literally there's a freaking article of Bitcoin in the glass case that says the word innovation right next to it. Hold on, I gotta find it now. It's a short on my channel. Let me see if I can get it. Hold on, because yeah, that's some bullshit. That ain't right. That's just the ignorant statement that he said right there. So I have to show you guys this. Let me show you.
The origin of money right here. Check this out.
The origin of money.
Crazy. Some dollars.
Started with that big ass rock circle. Look, innovation right there on the wall.
Innovation happens.
Okay. Suck my ass, bro.
Bitcoin.
John Stark, eat shit.
Crazy.
Tony Stark is better. Everybody knows that. Okay, let's continue.
The cloud.
Oh, real quick, sorry, Mr. Joker Miner, thank you for the 199 super chat. Said max voltage is tall. Yeah, he's like 6'4". Yes, he is very tall. He is very tall. And Mr. Crypto KJ, thank you for becoming a VIP. You're awesome. Appreciate you, buddy.
AI. Those are innovations.
John, we had you on actually to talk. We had you on to talk about FTX, and
Sure.
I don't know. Wow, did we get sidetracked? But you know.
It's like we had you on to talk about FTX. Wow, do we get sidetracked?
It's metaphorical.
Well, okay, we can get, I could bring on 10 really smart people that would have.
That kind of it's not how you approach the problem.
If Paul Tudor Jones or Stan Druckenmiller or Mark Andreessen or any of these guys come on and explain to you exactly how crypto works, we're not going to settle that here. We'll see. In hindsight, we'll see whether the entire thing is, as you called it, a big Ponzi scheme. But
this guy's mad because his friends made a bunch of money and he didn't.
You're not there yet. So let's stick to why you're on today for SEC issues. When you take funds and you, I mean, I've seen this again and again and again. You got one entity, you get all these customers, then you use their funds to make some big bets, and it really works good for a while. If you're right about some of your bets, you're in a bull market with crypto. Right. Then you can buy the Bahama houses and the jets and everything else. You always end up losing money, and suddenly, you try to, give your clients their money back, and it's not there. Isn't that what happened again here?
Well, what happened is just pure thievery. Just stealing $8.5 billion and trying to say it was just an accounting glitch, and that just doesn't work. So yeah,
the thing that bothers me real quick about this whole thing is the fact that yes, Sam Bankman-Fried is a fraud. Okay, he did create a huge Ponzi scheme to, basically spend money or your money at his leisure, right? the fact that this guy's like, you know, pinning that all on crypto, it's, yes, he used crypto to do this, okay? No, it is not crypto's fault. It has nothing to do, well, it has obviously something to do with crypto, but it is not overall, you know, the crypto's problem. Like, it's not, crypto did what it was designed to do. He just used it in a malicious way. That's the difference here. Do you know what I mean? It's ridiculous.
It comes down to lying, cheating, and stealing. The U.S. attorney is absolutely right in that sense. But if you're talking about just how Sam Bankman-Fried orchestrated the fraud, it's exactly as you say. He used this kind of groupthink by buying people. Look at Kevin O'Leary. He paid him $15 million in fiat, in cash, to go out and say he was great and that FTX was great. So
yeah, see, that was a big deal, right? He paid Kevin O'Leary like 15 million. That's a lot of money.
This was a scam where the biggest idea, Joe, here, and this is why I'm so emphatic about it, is because it turns victims into victimizers. So you're able to build up this cadre of fanatical cult-like people who have put their life savings into this and are going to help you with your scheme, are going to help say that you're great. And then you get your mom to help you buy Congress with a bunch of alleged unlawful, but you can read the FTX lawsuit against his mother and father, and his mother helped him do it. Let's figure out how we can buy Congress. That's the secret to
it. Hey, John, real quick. John, I just want to understand, I want to talk legally. Let's just talk as a lawyer for a second.
Yeah.
Do you believe that the prosecutors will, not should they, will they, bring an additional case around the campaign finance issues in addition to what obviously has already happened? Do you say to yourself, as a prosecutor, do you say that, you know what, justice has been served, the guy is going to die in prison, that's what it is, we're not going to spend any more taxpayer money on this, we've proven the point? Or do you say there's a bigger point that needs to be proven and we want to actually put this into the public record about the campaign finance issues? That's the discussion and debate now.
Okay. So, you know, I worked in the enforcement division for 20 years. I was chief for 11 years. We had to make these decisions all the time. And I
real quick, do you guys think that these Nikes in the background are security? I put a vote in the chat. Do you guys think these Nikes are security?
I think they're absolutely going to bring that case for several reasons, exactly like you said, that these are important principles of campaign finance. Now, remember, they might not be able to bring it given the case that's going on in the Bahamas. But assuming they pass the legal hurdles that allows them to go forward, they might bring it, they might add new defendants, they're going to bring in new facts. The way prosecutors work is they send messages, and big cases send messages. So if you can get a case like this, Andrew, there's been no phenomenon like this ever in history. If you
My kid just came down to visit me, and he's carrying an Ethernet cable. Why is he carrying this? Oh, my God.
Watch YouTube. There are at least half a dozen, maybe a dozen commentators who went to court every day, watched it all, and then went on YouTube to hundreds and thousands, millions of people to tell them what was going on. There was more interest in this trial than the last time I could think about it was OJ. So if I'm a prosecutor and I'm thinking my job is to get the message out, you're talking about spending money. You want to spend money on prosecutorial resources when it gets a message out. And campaign finance reform, it's a cesspool. It's almost as bad as the cryptoverse. And so I think that for me, John, if you're the prosecutor, I would bring it.
All right. Well, shout out CNBC for that. But that guy was, man, he's a boob, huh? That's crazy. This dude's like giving shit to crypto because like he's not in on it. But, you know, those Nikes in the background are totally fine for him to have as a security. Let's see. Crypto KJ, member for 6 months, perfect. Dude. You're awesome. He said, if crypto is a Ponzi scheme, I'm glad we're near the top of the pyramid, all in flux. Oh, you're a mess. Appreciate you, buddy. All right. Altcoin Daily investing expert. So this is Mark Yusko again. Speaking out on cryptocurrency, the greatest wealth transfer in history is here. Will crypto recover? I want to see what this is about. I didn't get a chance to watch it. So, again, I've been traveling, was in DC for the whole Loco Tech event. If you guys didn't see, actually, the video I dropped last night, it was the entire raw presentation that they actually gave us, and I showed some pictures and stuff. So feel free to go check that out. It's on the channel. But let's get into this and go from there. Hit that like button, guys. Appreciate you.
More wealth will be created by blockchain technology than any technology in the history of mankind. Technological progress will increase 1 quadrillion X. The best time to ever invest in your life is in the depths of the bear market.
Investing expert Mark Yusko, founder of an over $1 billion hedge fund, at the Filecoin conference in Vegas, explains how the greatest wealth transfer.
Filecoin conference, huh? Filecoin. Is anybody into Filecoin? You know what? I almost invested in that like a year ago. That's crazy. That's like, man, I didn't even know it was still relevant.
In human history is happening now. And even though any new asset class is incredibly volatile.
The problem is you don't get to wait until you know. If you wait until you know, it's already in the price. That's why human beings suck, it's a technical term, at investing. Human beings do two things really, really well. We buy what we wish we would have bought, and we are spectacular at it. Everybody piled into crypto in November of 21. Literally at 69,000. They were piling in. And then it goes down, 74% goes on sale, and everybody runs out of the freaking store. Investing is the only business, the only one, when things go on sale, people run out of the store. You put wedding dresses on sale, women will kill each other to get in the store. Why do we run out of the store in investing? Because we're human. And then we compound it. We sell what we're about to need. Here's a crazy stat. Over the last 20 years, if you bought and sold, if you just bought and held stocks, you made almost 9% compounded for 20 years. If you
Is that true, DJ? Is that true? 9%, or did you made more? DJ made more for sure. Hold Tesla, buy Tesla, hold rich AF. Is that his quote? That DJ Mines' quote. That's crazy though. 9%. Damn. That's overall, that's a decent return, right? But there's no way you didn't make more than that, bro.
just bought and held bonds, you made almost 6%. You know what the average investor made over the last 20 years? 2.9. Because there is
2.9. So I mean, all right. It's not a substantial gain. It's better than nothing, I guess. But yeah. Mr. Greater Good Mining, he said, well done, sir. Bags are pretty heavy. Dude, good for you, man. Caspa has been pumping insanely. If you guys haven't seen, go check it out.
idiots. All you had to do is pick one or pick 50-50. But no, they bought stocks when they went up, sold them when they went down. They bought bonds when they went up. The long bond is down 50%. Long treasuries are down 50% in the last year. People were piling in when interest rates were close to zero because we're human.
And while cryptocurrency is
DJ Mine says turn 75K into $500,000. He be tripping. Dude, that's crazy. That's
just the natural evolution of technology, meaning the early digital age was just read, then came read write, and now read, write, own.
I think of Web 1 as really being about read only. So people were trying to put magazines and newspapers kind of published on the internet, and you would just read those. In Web 2, of course, with JavaScript and some of these technologies, we got more interactive web applications like Gmail or Google Maps, and we were able to do read and write. You could kind of interact with these applications. So Web 3 is really about read, write, and own.
So Web 2 is read, write. So now we could interact, but the problem with read, write.
That was a really good way to put that, actually. If you guys didn't understand Web 1, Web 2, Web 3, that was a really good way to put it. It was super simple to understand.
Is the people in charge of it, the centralized authorities, are the ones that made all the money. Now, Web 3, we the people, get to own. And it turns out Filecoin and other things are involved in that.
And just understand that Web 3.0, meaning you can read, write, and verify.
Dude, that's like a perfect thing. Internet, read only, static, read, write, interactive, and then read, write, trust, verifiable. That's really a good way to actually put it. Because I honestly, it's when people say Web 2, Web 3, it's like you got to think about it. But if you can remember this, like easy steps to evolution, right? That's pretty simple.
Verifiably trust will impact every aspect of our online lives. It's just the masses haven't quite realized yet.
Blockchain technology will impact every business in the world, from voting to healthcare.
Same thing.
My mom almost died. This is crazy. This is a true story. My mom almost died because a doctor in ER treated her without seeing her medical record.
Oh, shit.
Because they're two separate systems and they wouldn't allow them to see the medical record. What the absolute fuck?
Dude, the health
That is
system's so
malpractice
fucked up.
squared.
That's crazy.
You can't treat a patient without seeing the medical record. But that's the world in which we live. Voting.
That's crazy.
No more hanging chads. No more vote. Every person can punch a button on their phone, one person, one vote, not early and often like Chicago, and we'll know the minute the polls close who won or lost.
Yeah, why wouldn't we
On a
do that?
blockchain.
I don't understand why we don't do that now. Why we gotta go vote at the frickin' wherever you gotta go? Put in these ballots, like just do it online. I mean, I guess the risk would be the hack. You know, people could just hack it and duplicate votes or whatever. So that'd be that'd be real secure, you know. But it would be way easier. Oh shit! Didn't mean to do that. My bad.
That's easy. That's super easy. Travel, hospitality, education. We can actually educate kids instead of putting them on squares and making them memorize stuff. You know what our education system's about? It's about training factory workers. It was created 120 years ago. We don't need factory workers. We need knowledge workers. We need people with reasoning skills. I mean, we need to punt the entire education system and reboot. Blockchain can help.
I disagree with that. We need everything. Like, you can't just get rid of factory workers. That doesn't make much sense. But I get what he's saying.
Big statement. Blockchain will usher in a period of unprecedented wealth creation. More wealth will be created by blockchain technology than any technology in the history of mankind. Big statement. Decentralization of trust, value flowing without intermediaries.
The only reason I say that about the factory worker thing is because, like, so I saw it, like, being a plumber, right? I saw it in the trades as in the new kids coming in. Nobody wants to work hard anymore or learn how to do this kind of stuff. And the longer you go with that, like, eventually, you know, myself and people that are, say, master plumbers or whatever, own their own businesses, they're going to die off. And then who's going to take over if nobody's around? I mean, unless they can build robots to do exactly what we do, it's, I don't think that shit's anywhere near, you know, where it will need to be for, like, an actual human to go and, like, retrofit some sort of construction or whatever. You know what I mean? It's just, I don't know. Weird.
We liberate $7 trillion a year that's stolen from us by banks, insurance companies, brokers, auditors, accountants. No offense to the people, but it's stolen. Blockchain will completely revolutionize financial services the same way the internet revolutionized media and commerce. All the values to be at ABC, NBC, CBS, now it's all at Netflix because of the internet. All the values to be in mom and pop stores, now it's at Amazon because of internet. Same thing.
Yeah, Mr. Patrick Murphy, he's in the same type of field, a little different than what I'm doing, but, like, he kind of manages construction stuff, right? So he said, you're talking about one of the biggest fears in working, or one of my biggest fears in working in construction industry, and it's totally right. Like, there's nobody to take over, so it's like, you know, the new people don't want to get into this type of stuff. Like, we need all different fields. You need all walks of life to make this earth spin, right? Like, or function as normal. If we lose those specific things or people to do these specific things, it's it could be really bad for the economy, you know?
Happens. All the value from JP Morgan and all the global banks is going to blockchain. It's going to be the beating heart of the new financial system. Do we even really need banks? Anyone been in a bank ever? Like, really? Why would anyone go in a bank? You could do it all.
When's the last time you guys were in a bank? This is a good question, actually. When's the last time I was in a bank? Months, at least. Maybe I go in a bank like 10 times a year, if that. Literally, if that. I don't even think that happens 10 times a year. That'd be like almost once a month. And yeah, definitely not once a month. Weird. That's crazy to think about.
All on your phone. No one gets a mortgage from. In the old days, you had a banker and you went to their office and they gave you coffee. You got a toaster, and great. But that's not what we do now. We use our phone. And in fact, 40% of people in the world, 40% of adults in the world don't have a bank account. But they got cell phones. We can deliver financial services through their cell phone, through blockchain technology.
And if nothing else, just understand
Weird.
that the now over $109 trillion in the global stock market, all of this and more will be tokenized.
Why don't we digitize everything and trade it digitally with proof of ownership? Novel concept. $14 trillion a year trades hands. We can do that all on blockchain. And this is the big one, $700 trillion. There's $700 trillion. Every stock, every bond, every currency, every commodity, every piece of art, every case of wine, every private business, everything that can be titled in the world will be a token on a blockchain. Not a little thing, a line item on a ledger. Secured, immutable, permanent. All of it's going. It's gonna happen. This is as inevitable as automobiles, as inevitable as biotech, as inevitable as electricity. It's coming. You can't stop it.
And even though several Bitcoin spot ETF approval dates are happening either end of this year or early next year, Mark Yusko is even invested in 2 of them. Even he admits that BlackRock is going to get it. And the approval of
November 17th is the next one. The deadline on, what is that? Man, I missed
something
it.
like this
Hashdex
is coming
or something?
sooner than you think.
5 years ago, this
Couldn't
guy
read it.
on television said it's an index for money laundering. Now they're going to do an ETF. And he's telling people that you better put your money in, as long as it's ours, better put your money in to protect yourself against currency devaluation. Wow.
That's so true. Did you hear that? Did you? Wait, hold on. That's a great freaking point he just made.
It's coming sooner than you think.
5 years ago, this guy on television said it's an index for money laundering. Now they're going to do an ETF. And he's telling people that you better put your money in, as long as it's ours, better put your money in to protect yourself against currency devaluation. Wow.
And that John Stark guy is sitting there saying that Bitcoin shit or crypto in general is a big Ponzi. What? That's so crazy. That's so crazy.
This is going to happen. BlackRock will get approved. Everyone else won't. And I own the 2 companies ahead of them, but they both got pushed. So sucks for me, but BlackRock's going to get approved. And just like Top Gun, there are no points for second place. So they'll get all the money because they're part of the cabal. Oh, I'm not allowed to.
Wow, he just admitted that BlackRock's going to be getting all the money. And I think he's right. I don't think he's wrong at all, but wow. That's, yeah.
Use that word anymore. But
Old move, Cotton.
$30 trillion of assets that can't invest in this today will be liberated. And what if they put 1%? That's 300 billion. It's a big deal.
For daily videos giving you
crazy. That's crazy. Oh, hey, he's not wrong. He's not wrong. It's going to be interesting to see where Bitcoin, blockchain, crypto in general all goes. Guys, you're all awesome. Let me see if you guys have any questions in the chat. We're going to be getting out of here. I apologize. I'm exhausted, and I only had a couple videos pulled to the side. I had to set back up again this morning. Again, back from Washington, D.C. If you guys didn't see the video I posted last night, again, it is the full slideshow presentation that they actually gave us in that secret meeting that we were invited down to DC for. Again, full disclosure, they paid us for the travel. We didn't make any money off of the actual event itself. I don't have the Locotech thing with me. I got to open it up, but it's upstairs. I'll do a video later and kind of talking about points. Now, there's been a lot of skepticism again, right? Even with this whole thing going on. I'm going to show you guys real quick. This is, where are we at? Hold on. This video right here, if you guys are interested, go check it out. I'll put this link in the chat. So this was the entire thing. DJ Mines, my man's right here, and Serpent's right here. Obvious is like right here somewhere. But yeah, so go check this out. So again, like I said, I don't recommend to anybody, I'm gonna put this in the live chat so you guys can have it, but I don't recommend anybody goes out and pre-orders anything. I don't. Even though I saw the chip work, I still don't recommend that. I personally won't do it, so I would never tell you guys to do it. I don't think you should. That's just my opinion. It's until they have a working prototype where this shit is doing exactly what they say it's going to do, right? With hash rate, wattage, the whole 9 yards, no fans, cooling's fine, everything works great. Then that's when I would personally be okay. I'm more comfortable now, even though the return on investment is probably not that great as of right now. It's only a couple bucks a day. Let me throw this in the live chat. Sorry, I'm sitting there rambling, but just be careful. That's all I got to say. I mean, even though the guy seemed super legit, I have a pretty good judge of character. At least I like to think so. I wouldn't say, you know, at the end of the day, we don't know them from a hole in the wall. So I wouldn't say like I can fully trust anybody in the space. You know what I mean? Like people trusted SBF. Not saying they're like that, but just in general, you always got to be cautious. So I just want everybody to like make sure you guys know that. Like I don't recommend putting money into it until it's actually proven fully, right? But I don't know. Seemed kind of legit. Let's see. Why didn't they have a Hashblade prototype? So as far as I know, Carl Code, I don't want to get too much into it right now, but I'll make note of this and I'll put a whole list together, and I'll do like a talking head video just to kind of give you guys the points and what I saw and what we took pictures of and just the slides or whatever, because he did provide us with the full slide thing after I posted that video. But the reason they didn't have it was because I don't think they have that many chips yet. So they had, like, I think he says it in that the slideshow thing. He tells us how many chips he has, and the manufacturing of all those chips, like, they're in line. So they have to be in line to get all those chips processed, and then they can do the putting it on a board. Like, they got to put 255 on this one tiny board. I don't even know how. Whatever. I'm not an engineer guy. We just saw the thing work. I don't know if they're going to be able to actually make it as compact as they say they're going to make it, but we're going to see. Let's see. That's baller status right there, getting flown down to check out mining equipment. That's awesome, man. Thanks for your honest opinion on the blades. Yeah, I appreciate it. Thank you. And yeah, dude, I would never tell you guys to go do anything that I wouldn't do personally. $2,000 is very steep. I don't think it should be $2,000 personally. I mean, I know it costs a lot of money to get this thing going, and I understand their points, right, when it comes to not putting in or not changing the price, right, of these units. So what their goal here is to not change the price like Bitmain does, right? So you can see the S19K, just the S19J Pros or whatever, right? They were going for what, 10K during 2021. You go look now, you can find them for like $1,500, right? Because the price of Bitcoin came down. Now they want to keep this thing a flat rate all the way across, regardless of the price of LTC and all that. So I get the point, but right now it's steep because the price sucks. Do you know what I'm saying? That's just the way I'm looking at it. So I don't know. Not financial advice. Yeah, 2K is way too much. I agree. I 100% agree. It should be like half. Should be like half. If it was $1,000, maybe be a little different. But also, I'm not gonna pre-order anything unless I know for a fact it's like the whole thing's real. You know what I mean? Like, I know the chip works. That's cool. Great. It worked. I'm not gonna lie. It worked. Worked on Serpent's, you know, what's it called? Nice hash board. It worked on Crypto Mining Insider's nice hash board. They did a couple different pools. Everything showed up right, and it was pretty quick. It was kind of neat. There was like no silicon differential like there at all. It literally was just, everything was pretty much flat at 477-ish, right? There really wasn't too much of a difference, but I don't know, man. I don't know. I guess we'll have to see. 2K now, maybe, but what about those that dropped 2K plus on a GPU a few years ago? Yeah, so the game was smoking down. It's a great point, right? Yeah. I mean, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. That it's expensive right now, and we did spend, like, I spent that kind of money on a 3090. So, but it was in front of me. That's the difference. You know what I mean? That's the argument there. It was in front of me, and I knew what it did. I knew it was real. You know what I mean? That's just my opinion. I'm not trying to be a dick, but like, that's my opinion. And again, not saying they're not going to be real, but I don't know for sure. There's again, the whole, you know, not trying to compare them apples to apples. It's different, obviously, but SBF paid all these freaking politicians, paid Kevin O'Leary to talk about his, you know, FTX exchange, yada, yada, and then makes him look like a total idiot. Granted, how you think about him, he's a smart guy. He's a millionaire, you know, billionaire. He got made, you know, he got played as a fool. That's it. That's how it goes. Like, you gotta be cautious with everything you do, right? It's not saying they're fake. I'm not saying they're real. I don't know. I just know that one chip worked, and that's all I can really say about it. So I'll put a whole thing together again. Big list, just to kind of go over what we went over. Me and Geek of All Trades are actually going to sit down, and I do have the audio from the ASIC developer. That is actually, he answered some questions, some pretty good questions from Serpent X Tech, and Hobbyist asked some questions. Actually, I think it was kind of like they pretty much covered like all the questions we really had between the slideshow and the ASIC designer. So I do have that audio, and I'm gonna probably sit down and do like a live stream with Geek of All Trades and kind of talk about it together. So we'll figure it out. Let's see. I'm from Missouri. You have to show me. LOL, says Brian Hollywood. Thank you for the $2 super chat. Appreciate you, buddy. All right, guys, have a good day. I gotta get back to daddy duty, but I will try to release a video in a little while. So I'll catch you guys real soon. Peace out. See you tomorrow. Have a good day at work. I get out of here. Let's do it. Peace.